The top 10 excuses holding real estate agents back right now. Okay, guys, let's get into this. Just had some amazing coaching sessions, and I could see, things that people are doing great, things that people need to improve and work on, and then just in the general comments, I wanted to make a list so we can see what's really holding us back and let's get ways to attack these and win. Okay, so these are some common excuses that I've seen that quietly limit growth. The goal, this is not to criticize agents in any way, it's just to identify the mindset and behaviors that we can change. Okay, so the first one that I see a lot of excuses, the market is too slow. Well, every market can create opportunities. In slower markets, listings may take longer to sell, but motivated sellers, price reductions, investors, and buyers with more negotiating power often create new opportunities. So instead of, uh, you want to learn how to work in today's market, right? You want to become the expert who explains what is happening. This is a big thing. So if you're making content around that, going through, people are looking for those people to lead. So it does help when you do that. You can use market updates to generate conversations. I did a video where you can have one on Monday that's more of the data and the stats. Then it goes through every day of the week that you can add something of value, different flavors, a story of this, different ways that you can use it, which can be very powerful. But by talking about it, by posting on social media, by creating YouTube content, right? Don't let that stop you. I have some coaching clients that I think, I don't know, last time I talked, they had 15 to 17 pending. So to say that it's not possible, it absolutely is possible, but you have to approach it a little bit differently and don't use that as the reason that you're not successful, right? Build these things and you can overcome it. So instead of saying nobody is buying, post, hey, this week 18 homes reduce their price. Here's what that means if you're buying or selling. Then create content around it. Okay, number two. And before I get into, please make sure you like and subscribe. I saw big growth a couple days ago on one post did really well, or one YouTube content. So just keep going. Just like anything else, we're just going to keep doing this, going to keep building, going to keep bringing a lot of value for you guys. But please like and subscribe, comment below if any of these have helped you. And then make sure you're getting the free coaching as well as when you're ready to take the next step, jump into paid. It is so worth it if you're willing to put in the work. Okay, number two, I don't have enough leads. I do hear this one a lot. And I always, in my mind, I'm asking, well, what are you doing to get leads? Right? So if we're saying it's organic, okay, then tell me the five different things that you're doing daily to get it. Tell me you're having those 10 real estate conversations every day, right? Usually they are not, but if they are and they're still struggling, all right, well, let's identify what specifically we're doing and how we can improve it. So most agents don't have a lead problem, they have a conversation problem. So if you're constantly talking with past clients, right? You want to do that quarterly. So break them up, and I would say your top 10% probably monthly, right? Of whoever's referring you the most business. But you want to be talking to those people. You want to be inviting them to different events, once a year or twice a year if you're doing, right? Client appreciation events, and finding out how you can help them. Push pull, like give them value, then you can, potentially ask if they know anyone, right? But find out, care about them, and engage, right? Don't be you sold the house and you never talk to them, right? Which a lot of agents unfortunately do. Okay, your friends, follow up with them, right? See what ways you can help them. Your family, same thing. Open house visitors, right? Door knock those open houses, get the chances, invite them in personally. It will pay off over time, right? Because then you can follow up with, hey, you just sold the house. You've got still a lot of buyers left. You know anyone, right, that's looking to buy or sell, any of the neighbors or yourself, right, or any friends and family that want to move in. So these can do really well. For sale by owners, follow up, look to help, right? They're there. We have all of this knowledge. Let's share with them. Let's get over and see what we can do to help them out. Expired listings, right? Hey, even if you don't like calling, send a letter, right? If you clear through and you're calling, that's great too. But you can always send something to them so that you're getting chances. Of course, then organic, right? Um, and if you need to pay, you pay. But your pipeline will grow. Look for trying to add at least, I would say, 3 to 5 people into that database every day and have those 10 meaningful conversations. And when I was doing it, I didn't care if I had to go through the checkout line, if I had to go to store. Um, I just would do whatever it took to get it. Right? If I had to call, if I had to door knock, okay. I would call back through different leads. I just made sure I hit that number. Now I hit a lot more than 10, but I'm just simply saying 10 is a good baseline. If we don't have appointments, try to push that to 20. Okay, number three, people don't want to work with me because I'm new. Address it, right? You know what they hire? They hire confidence. They hire people to communicate. They hire people that are upfront and open and that are competent, right? It's not just years in the business. So if you're new, it's okay. Tell them, hey, I'm new. You're going to be the client that I focus everything on. So while someone else has 10 other listings, that's great. You're going to be my only one. So I'm going to give all of my absolute effort. Give me a chance, right? You're going to have more energy. You're going to have more availability. You're going to have better follow up. You have a great willingness to learn. And most experienced agents lose deals because they become complacent. And let me tell you, I've had so many people when I first started out would say, we really want someone with more experience. I said, listen to me. This is America. Give the underdog a chance. Let me meet with you. Let me go over there and show you what I can do. If then you still don't want to use me, I understand. But don't just turn me down because I'm new. Everyone's new. Give me an opportunity. That's all I'm asking for. And they would tell me, Frank, that was so compelling. Come on over. You know what? Let's see what you have. Or, hey, let's give you a shot. Right? And I can even put like a time of it. Hey, give me 1 month to impress you. If it doesn't work, you can go someone else. Give me one opportunity. But don't just say no because I'm new. That has won me a lot of opportunities when I was first starting out. I hope that it does for you as well. But I didn't let that as an excuse. I looked at what would be the strengths of it, right? And you can do it well. And if you are other ways too that I thought about later, hey, you can partner with someone that's experienced and you could bring them in, split that with them in whatever way you think is fair and appropriate. But that way you learn from that experience. You have an experienced person that you're teaming up with. Yes, I'm new, but I'm partnering with this person who has sold many homes in this neighborhood or whatever it is, right? Okay, number four, I need better leads. Okay, great agents often create great results with average leads. I would say this is true. It's not so much the leads. The difference is how fast are you following up, better questions you're asking, the consistency, long-term nurturing, right? The fortune is usually in the follow-up. And I remember a guy that was in a different agency. I think he was doing insurance. And man, this guy connected with every single lead. I remember going, wow, this guy's amazing. His connection on the phone, he was asking me, he did the same thing every time. He was asking, if they had pets, what would be their ideal, right? In our case, it'd be their dream house. What are you looking for? Oh, hey, what's your favorite room in the home? Right? You build that rapport with each lead and you're asking great questions and you're connecting, right? And you're kind of asking those awesome questions. And it leads to those great conversations. So it's not always necessarily the lead. Yes, sometimes it is, but oftentimes it's you. Okay. You have to improve it. You have to try to engage. You have to truly care about them and show that interest and then follow up, right? They may truly not have, they had time for a moment and now that time's passed. But if you're following up and you're right doing it, you're going to do great with them over time. Okay. It's very powerful. So don't, don't quickly say it's always the leads. Yes, there are some times where some are more difficult, but if you're doing that same thing to really go all out of each one and following up, I'm just going to tell you one lead followed up and you connect with is 15 times worth more than 100 new leads that a receiver just, didn't even do a second call. Okay. All right, number five, I don't have time. Well, everyone gets the same 24 hours. The real question is, and this is so true, is where is your time actually going? Right? When I have sat and watched people that have paid me to come speak to events or coaching or whatever, man, one of the first things that I evaluate is how you are spending your time. And more often than not, you are not focused your time in the money making activities. But you say you don't have enough time. Well, what I would tell you is it's not focused probably in the most efficient ways, right? So if you're just scrolling endlessly through social media, right? You're constantly checking your emails instead of like scheduled time, right? You're designing logos, you're rearranging your CRM, we're shuffling our business cards a little bit. We're watching training videos, but we never take actions. Not to say I don't want you to watch them. Just take action after you do. Okay, so if you schedule your income producing activities first, and here's a secret, do it in the beginning part of the day. Get that done in that first 8 to 11, 8 to 12. That's where you want to be prospecting and setting those appointments. Get that prospecting in, crank it, right? You do that. That's probably some of the most important. Then you set the appointments, and of course, we want to close. But really look at where you're spending the time, and in each one, is this making me money or not? Okay, and try to move those things to off either before or after, right? If you can. All right, next thing. People aren't answering their phones. Number six. Well, some won't. Okay, we live in a technology and a time period where they don't have to as much, but enough will. Successful agents understand that we don't need everyone to answer. We just need enough conversations to create the appointment, right? So now here's the tricks. Okay, we can focus on calling, then we text, then we send a video message. And then what's my secret one, right? If you guys saw one of my videos and got my little secret, you're harder to reach than the president. That one gets a great response. People usually laugh, right? They respond back, especially ones that have ghosted you or were interested at one point, and then for whatever reason, they're not answering, they're not following up, they're not responding. Send that one out. Okay, so hopefully you got one of my little secret weapons that works really well. Email, social media DMs, right? Use multiple communication channels. And yes, some are not going to, but if we're bringing something of value or we're creative or making them laugh, we're connecting with them, right? Get them to know, like, trust us. Even on those, you'd be surprised when they're ready, they will reach out, or they might just reach out, right? To just let us know that, hey, we're okay, sorry I've been busy, or whatever happening. Sometimes they just give an update. Okay. Number seven, there are too many agents. Okay, I understand. We don't like competition, right? But there's always been competitors, right? People don't hire an agent. They hire someone they know, they trust, that educates them, that follows up, right? That connects with them, someone that cares. So your personal brand matters more than just the number of competitors. So some of the top people that I coach, well, they have huge Facebook groups, they have YouTube channels, right? They're really good at social media posts. They're really good at creating content. They're really good at educating. They're really good at helping. And what they're doing is they're taking over from agents that might have normally gotten a few here and there, but they're not doing any of those things to stand out. They're not building their brand. So yeah, it is more difficult against those that are constantly doing it. There's always been a lot of agents, right? Because it's a lucrative field to be in. But instead of there's too many agents, what are you doing right to build your brand? That's what you want to focus on. And then here's what's great. Just like you're watching, right? You probably are getting to know, like, trust me, or you like this content. There's some value, right? Hopefully. That's what will happen with you. I don't think of there's too many coaches or too many YouTube. I don't think of it that way. I'm going to find my people. I'm going to find the ones that I resonate with, and I'm going to work as hard as I can, right, to make my channel a destination, my Facebook group people want to go, my coaching programs they want to do. Okay? You need to do the same thing. So don't think of it that way. No, it's okay. We're going to just keep improving and be the best we can right? And build our brand. That's the counter to that, right? Because you'll find your people that way. Okay, number 8, continuing along the line, social media doesn't work. Well, random postings rarely work, but consistent educational content does. Yes. Start with the market reports. You can have buyer's tips, seller advice, client stories, open houses, right? Behind the scenes moment, frequently asked questions, and look for the trending topics, right? What are the top 5? What are the reasons to live in your city? What are the cost? What is the cost of living? Okay. Show a neighborhood preview. What I'm saying is one helpful post will still be working that day and 24/7 as long as it's relevant, and it can work for literally years to come. I've seen someone that got a deal or a client from a post they did a year and a half ago. And they're like, "Hey, looking to move in, it's all your thing." And they're like, "Wow." So they're working. So yes, not always right away that first second, but just continue to do it. Don't stop. Just keep building. Build that following, build what's going to help people, and you're going to get better. That's the other part. You're going to get more comfortable in front of the camera as you keep doing this or as you keep filming, right? And then you're building that brand of people that are going to be watching you, and then over time it does start to build and it does start to work. It just doesn't always work immediately. Sometimes it does. I've seen people first video get clients. So it can, but just be consistent. Start with once a week or posting daily and then just keep building it up. Okay, number 9. Roll to the end, guys. You're doing great. I need everything before I start. Okay, perfect delays income. And I know, I'm like that too. I have to overcome this stuff also, right? I need better camera, I need better lights, I need better audio. Right. Okay, many agents wait for, you got to have a better website. No, just go. You need better branding. No, just go. I need better business cards. Just go. Okay. One trick I did is I don't even have your business card. Hey, can I get your phone? And when they asked me for a business card, I said, you know what? I'm out. Can I just get your phone number here? Or I would just tell them, hey, I don't even carry that because I want to make sure I will get their information and put it in, right? That 100% will follow up because it forces me to put it in with a little note that says what's the next step. But you don't need the scripts. That's perfect. You don't need perfect this, right? You don't need to know. I remember my first call. I didn't even know how to do listing presentation at all. Very first call. I think it was like a random cold call, right? Went through, called someone, and they said, yes, come over. I was scared to death to make more calls. And I'm like, well, how do I do a listing presentation? Okay, that shows you I didn't have to have a script or know all that. I just called. And then guess what? I had to learn how to do that and got it sold, right? Very quickly. But I just started before I was ready and just went. Okay, because progress is going to beat perfection. But if you're picking up the phone, if you're making the content, you're getting out there and just doing it, you're having those conversations, we're going to get better as we do it. Don't let perfection stop you. Go and then we'll progress as we're going. Okay? Number 10. Well, success takes luck. Well, luck usually looks like years of consistent work that people didn't see. Sometimes you do get it, but successful agents typically they're prospecting daily. They're following up relentlessly. They're improving their skills. They're building relationships. They're creating content, and they're staying consistent when others quit. So, right, I've heard those phrases, the harder work, the luckier I get. I feel like that a lot. Not to say that there is some luck. Yes, there can be, but the more consistent you become, the luckier you're going to appear. Okay? So, some better questions to ask yourself. Hey, why isn't this working? Right? Instead of asking that, you could say, what skill do I need to improve? Right? Focus on how do I improve 1% every day? Who can I help today? How many conversations did I have? Did you have 10? If not, what do I need to do to get there? Did I follow up with everyone that I needed to? What did I learn today? What action can I take before the day ends? That's another thing. Sometimes, right? We have some success, but can we squeeze out a little bit more at the end? Final thought. Most real estate agents don't have a secret lead or a secret script. It is so true. They master the fundamentals. right? How many meaningful conversations do they have each day? They follow up longer than everyone else and more consistently. They improve their skills. They create valuable content. They keep going even when the results, right, are delayed. Success in real estate is usually built through small disciplined actions that are repeated every single day over a longer period of time, right? It's not always one breakthrough moment. But I'm going to tell you this, you can do it. We all get down on ourselves. We all will blame sometimes circumstance why we're not as successful. But the real truth is everything's on us. Okay. And when you start having that mindset, so what if things are a little bit more difficult or whatever? Who cares? We're going to still win. We're going to just keep pushing through and get better and better for that circumstance. I know that you can do it. Just follow the tips, right? And those things that can help you overcome those excuses. Start taking personal, like it's completely on you. That changes everything, right? Now we're going to win regardless. Get in my paid coaching. There's a link in it, and just tell me, hey, here's where I'm at. What's the next step? I'll help you. Get in the free if you just want to get in there just to get, some action taken. But I want you to win. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you're watching this every single day because there's value in it, right? I'm going to give you things that help and then build on those. All right. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you watching and I appreciate you enjoying the content. And I want you to actually apply it. So pick at least one thing that you can do right now, put it in the comments that you're going to do, and let's win. Have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.